Back with the 30 for 30, continuing on. It's funny. Stuff keeps coming up. I had a nice plan of all the videos I wanted to do in a row, and then something juicy like this come up. Harvard and getting caught. What a surprise. For years, people have talked about this. They've warned about Chinese infiltration into American universities. It's obvious, and for years, people were called paranoid. They were called racist. They were called conspiracy theorists, and unfortunately, it's now official. Harvard just lost its ability to host foreign students. The so-called greatest university in the world, right? The one drowning in a $50 billion endowment just got slapped down by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Harvard's Student and Exchange Visitor Program certification has been revoked. That's right, it's gone, taken away, no more. So they can no longer enroll foreign students on F or J visas anymore. Why is that, of course? Well, because, as I'd mentioned, because they refused to cooperate with federal law enforcement, because they withheld information, because they became too comfortable, I guess you could say, too arrogant and too deeply entangled with hostile foreign actors, including, you guessed it, and that's why it's on my channel, the Chinese Communist Party. So this isn't like some kind of paperwork issue, right? This isn't some mistake. It's a lot bigger than that, actually. This is a national security issue, okay? This is proof that even our top institutions have sold themselves out for prestige, for money, for global influence. And it has to stop. Not tomorrow, not next week or next month. It has to stop now. Let's break this down. Harvard is supposed to be the crown jewel of American education, right? This is an Ivy League university. Okay? There's foreign influence, ideological subversion, and intellectual theft going on. And nowhere has that influence been more obvious than in their cozy, cash-soaked relation with China. Okay? Chinese students love these universities. They've known this for years, and the CCP has used this situation to infiltrate, steal information from us, and to even, influence the way that we think. They've been flooding for years with Chinese students to observe, extract, report is the main thing. They've been reporting back what they've been finding. And it's not just that our universities are so wonderful. They've been reporting back information from STEM programs, tech research, AI labs, national security projects, and some are just students, right? Sure. As you can imagine, not 100% of them are CCP spies, but some aren't. We know this because China's own Thousand Talents program was built to funnel U.S. research back home. We know about this. We've heard about it. We've discovered it. Multiple Chinese nationals have been arrested in the U.S. for espionage and IP theft. We know about the Confucius Institutes, where CCP funded cultural centers. They're calling them cultural centers. Were embedded into dozens of American campuses until recently. And of course, the U.S. intelligence agencies have reportedly warned that the CCP uses students as assets abroad. It's a fact. We know this. So why are we still pretending this isn't a problem? Good question. This isn't about race. This isn't about being anti-Chinese. This is about the CCP's direct, strategic, hostile infiltration of American academia. Okay? And how schools like Harvard have literally just rolled out the red carpet for them as long as they're getting paid. Okay? Harvard didn't lose its license for no reason. It's not because, someone like Trump or some government official was like, yeah, I don't like Harvard. Nah. See, let's go mess with Harvard today. It's not why. It lost it because it refused to comply with a lawful investigation. Okay. They were told to provide information about foreign students and their activities, and they refused. And not only did they refuse, but they obstructed. They buried the truth. And here's what no one wants to say. Every single university in America should be forced to comply. All of them. Every last single university should have to do this. Every school that takes government money, that has federal research grants, that hosts foreign nationals in sensitive fields, they should be screening and reporting who those students are. It's unfortunate that in the past we never had to do this. But now we do, because countries have decided to infiltrate us internally. Let's ask some basic questions here. Just basic questions. Why are you here? What institution in China sent you? Have you ever worked with CCP affiliated groups? What field are you studying and who is funding your research? Have you been involved in any cases of intimidation, academic sabotage, or surveillance? Do you work with media? Any family part of the CCP? These types of questions. One thing I'll tell you is that someone that has a wife that came from China, these types of questions were asked for her to become American. Why not for students? Seems fair. If I was going to go to Japan, they might want to know what I was doing there if I was going to be staying there for a long term. They might want to know, what I'm going to be doing with the information I'm gathering. Why not, right? Seems fair. And if you commit a crime while studying here, especially a crime involving espionage, IP theft, hacking, harassment, it should be public record, right? Everyone should know. Because let's be honest, this isn't innocent cultural exchange anymore. Okay? This is infiltration. And it's happening right under our noses. The worst part is that universities are letting it happen because they're addicted to international tuition dollars. That's right. Chinese people are coming over here, rich Chinese students, and they're paying up front. They're paying in full. Universities like that, right? Chinese students do this every time. They don't argue about scholarships. They don't demand free speech zones or call for policy reforms. Okay? They keep their heads down, and they pour cash into the system. That's why schools like Harvard, Yale, Stanford, and others look the other way, right? They don't care where the money comes from, as long as it clears. And it does. But now, the game's changed. The U.S. government just drew a red line. You don't get to ignore national security. You don't get to obstruct investigations. You definitely don't get to partner with foreign adversaries while pretending to be the moral conscience of the world. It's long overdue. And here's what needs to happen next. Every university should be audited. All of them. They should be forced to disclose their foreign funding, student affiliations, and academic partnerships, especially with China. Okay? That's just getting started. There should be full background checks on foreign students in critical programs. If you're studying in AI, biotech, or defense adjacent fields, we need to know who you are and what you're doing here. When do you plan on going home? What do you plan on doing with the information that you're getting here? This is important. Immediate. Okay? Immediately. If they do not comply, if these universities do not comply, they should be closed. And one thing, either you serve America's interests, or you can't work in these fields here. You can't do these things. Okay? You can't do it. Because make no mistake, this isn't just about Harvard. It's bigger than that. It's about the entire academic establishment, corrupted by ideology, blinded by greed, and now facing reckoning that they, they deserve this, right? This is not right. This isn't the Cold War, right? This is and information more. Battles are won with information nowadays. And China's not fighting with soldiers, they're fighting with students, with scientists, and soft power. They've been inside the walls for years. And now it's time that we push them out. To the people saying, it's just education. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not just education. It's data, it's research, it's technology, it's future. It's the future of infrastructure. And we've let a hostile regime get far too close for far too long. Okay? Harvard thought they were untouchable. And they were wrong. Okay? They were wrong. Okay? Now, let's make sure that Harvard's not the last university to get caught. Let's go find them all, find out what's going on, why people are here, and what they're doing. And if they're not here to serve America, to better ourselves, to better our country, make them leave. You shouldn't be here. Like, comment, subscribe. If you like this video, keep watching the 30 for 30. There's going to be more content coming out soon. Have a good day. I appreciate it. Thank you so much to everybody in the comments that keeps coming back. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.